What if I told you that in just 11 seconds you can change your life forever? No waiting, no endless rituals. Just one powerful shift, and your world starts transforming right before your eyes. Imagine tapping into the secret that the universe uses to respond to your every thought, where a single moment of belief sets everything into motion. You don't need to wait years or even days. You need 11 seconds. Stick with me, and I'll show you how to harness this power, right now. Are you ready to unlock the key to your desires? Let's dive in. Imagine the ability to manifest anything you desire, not in weeks, months, or even days, but instantly. What if the universe was waiting for you to align your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs for everything you've ever wanted to fall into place? You can create your reality in the blink of an eye, if you know how to tap into the secret that controls everything. The truth is, it's not about wishing for what you want or endlessly repeating affirmations. The key is shifting your state of being so profoundly that the world around you must change to match it. It starts with the understanding that thoughts alone don't create. It's the feeling behind the thought that carries the power. When you truly feel what it would be like to already have what you want, your mind doesn't just process it as a desire. It accepts it as a present reality. This is where your creation begins. The moment you feel it deeply, without doubt or hesitation, your subconscious mind accepts that reality as true. And once your subconscious mind has accepted it, your outer world has no choice but to rearrange itself to match the new belief. Here's the fascinating part. The power lies in just a few seconds. It doesn't take months of preparation or years of work. It takes one moment of total alignment. All you need is a brief yet intense focus on what you desire, fully embodying the feeling of already having it. Once you experience that alignment, the universe kicks into gear, working behind the scenes to bring your manifestation into physical form. It might seem too good to be true, but this process is instant. The moment you change your inner state, the outer world follows suit. Think about it. When you deeply believe something, whether positive or negative, the world begins to reflect it back to you. Now, imagine turning that belief into something you want. How much faster would your life transform if you started living in that belief right now, instead of waiting for it to show up? The key to instant manifestation isn't about repeating your desires over and over. It's about creating the emotional state of fulfillment now. You don't have to wonder when or how it will come. When you fully embrace the feeling of having your desire in the present moment, you are stepping into the version of yourself who has already achieved it. And in that state, the universe has no choice but to bring it to you. Think about your current state. Are you constantly wondering if your desires are coming? Are you stuck in the feeling of wanting rather than having? The shift is simple. Move from wanting to having. Once you've entered the state of already having it, your mind becomes a powerful force that aligns everything around you. The beauty of this process is that time doesn't exist in the realm of manifestation. Your reality isn't bound by the ticking clock. When you feel it now, it's as good as already done. The moment you align with the energy of your desire, it begins unfolding, not in some distant future, but in the present moment, showing up in ways you never expected. So next time you desire something, don't sit around hoping for it to happen. Feel it now. Become the person who already has it, and watch as the world around you adjusts to match your inner shift. The power to manifest instantly is in your hands. Take control and make it happen. The most powerful force in your life isn't what you think it is. It's not your thoughts, your actions, or even your circumstances. It's your feelings. When you feel something deeply, you become an unstoppable force. But here's the kicker. It's not just about having any feeling, it's about having the right feeling at the right moment. That's when everything changes. Feelings are the energy that fuels your thoughts. Thoughts alone don't create, but when you attach a feeling to them, that's when the magic happens. Imagine you're trying to manifest something you deeply desire, a new opportunity, financial freedom, or a fulfilling relationship. It's not just about thinking about it over and over again. It's about feeling as though it's already yours. That feeling, that intense sense of ownership, is the key. The feeling you generate creates an atmosphere where your desires can thrive. Think about it. How often do you hear people say, "I thought I was going to get that, but I didn't feel like it was going to happen"? The universe doesn't respond to your thoughts in isolation. It responds to the energy you project. The feeling behind your thoughts is what shapes your reality. Without the feeling, it's just an empty wish. Now, let's dig deeper. When you truly feel your desire as already done, you step into a new state of being. Your current state, the one that holds all your doubts, fears, and insecurities, shifts to the state of having. The moment you embody the feeling of already having what you want, the world around you begins to rearrange itself to make it happen. It's not magic, it's a law of energy. The world must reflect the state you hold in your mind and heart. This isn't some woo-woo concept. This is how reality works. Every moment, you're broadcasting a signal through your feelings. If you feel abundant, you attract abundance. If you feel love, you attract love. The universe responds to the vibration of your feelings, not just the surface-level thoughts you have. If you want to master this, you have to go beyond just surface-level wishing. You have to feel it. That's why so many people fall short in their manifestation attempts. They're focused on the thoughts, but they're not embodying the feeling of their desires. The feeling is what calls it into existence. Here's the truth. The moment you feel something with absolute certainty, it's as though you've already walked through the door to your dream. There is no waiting, no hoping. It's done. And the world is waiting to show up in ways that reflect that feeling. It's not about asking the universe for what you want. It's about stepping into the feeling of already having it. When you do this, the law of the universe must align with that energy and bring it into your reality. You don't need to wait. You don't need to keep hoping. Just start feeling. Feel it now, and the universe will catch up. You've probably heard it said that what you believe shapes your reality. But what if I told you that the moment you truly believe something, the entire universe shifts to make it real? The idea that your assumptions about life, yourself, and your desires are the invisible forces that sculpt the world around you is not just a theory. It's how things truly work. The world is responding to the assumptions you hold about it. When you take a moment to reflect on what you truly believe, you'll realize that your assumptions form the foundation of your experience. Everything you have right now, your circumstances, your relationships, your job, came from assumptions you made, whether consciously or unconsciously. But here's the kicker. Once you change what you assume to be true about yourself or the world, everything begins to shift. And the best part? It doesn't require years of work or trying to control external events. The only thing that matters is what you assume to be true, and this assumption shapes everything you experience. The power lies in believing it's already done. It's not about wishing for something to happen or waiting for the perfect moment. It's about fully stepping into the feeling of already having what you desire. When you live in that state, in the assumption that your desire is already fulfilled, your world has no choice but to follow suit. This isn't wishful thinking or hoping. It's the certainty that comes with knowing that what you believe is your reality. Here's the beautiful thing about this process. Once you shift your assumption, the universe rearranges itself to match your belief. You don't need to figure out how it's going to happen or when it's coming, you just need to know that it is. The moment you truly feel that what you desire is already yours, you align with it energetically, and the rest is just a matter of time. This law doesn't care about your past experiences or how impossible your desire may seem. It works for everyone, all the time, without fail. But to activate it, you must first understand that your assumptions are everything. If you believe success is hard, that's the reality you'll create. If you assume love and abundance flow easily into your life, that's exactly what will start to manifest. It's the assumption that you're already living in the state of your fulfilled desire that gets the universe to work in your favor. When you start living in the assumption of the wish fulfilled, your perception of the world changes completely. Instead of waiting for things to change in the outside world, you see everything from the perspective of someone who already has what they desire. This inner shift leads to outer changes. Your environment and circumstances can't help but reflect the new assumption. You don't need to repeat affirmations over and over or wait for a sign. The law of assumption doesn't respond to repetitive action, it responds to certainty. When you are certain, the world starts shifting to meet your certainty. You are the creator of your reality, and your assumptions are the blueprint for everything you experience. So, stop looking for the right time or perfect circumstances. Instead, decide right now. Decide that you are the person who already has what you desire. You'll be amazed at how quickly your world starts to reflect your new assumption. You've probably heard that visualization is a powerful tool, but what if I told you it's not just about seeing the future? It's about feeling it? Imagine you already have what you want. Not tomorrow. Not in a few weeks. Right now. When you connect with the feeling of your desire, that's when the magic happens. It's not just an exercise, it's the blueprint for the life you want. Now, picture this. You close your eyes, take a deep breath, and allow yourself to feel the weight of your dreams already manifested. The key to this exercise isn't simply imagining the end result. It's about embodying the emotion of that moment. How does it feel to have exactly what you desire? The relief, the joy, the peace, it's already yours. That's the vibration you need to tune into. This is where most people get it wrong. They try to force themselves to believe in the future without experiencing the emotions tied to it. But here's the truth. The emotion is what drives everything. Your thoughts and your feelings are constantly sending out signals to the universe. When you tap into the feeling of your wish fulfilled, you send a signal so powerful that reality starts to rearrange itself. So, here's what I want you to do. Take a moment right now and think of something you deeply want to manifest. It could be anything: an opportunity, a relationship, financial abundance, or inner peace. Whatever it is, hold it clearly in your mind. Now, don't just think about it as something distant or coming soon. Imagine that it's already in your life. The moment you envision it, feel the emotions that come with it. Feel the gratitude, the excitement, the freedom as if it's happening right now. Hold that feeling. Don't just imagine it, feel it in your body. The more real the emotion feels, the more power it carries. You're not waiting for something to happen. You're living as if it already has. When you truly step into the emotional state of already having your desire, that's when you align yourself with your manifestation. It's not about repeating the visualization over and over. It's about living in the state of your wish fulfilled, even for just a moment. That's all it takes, the right amount of time to shift your state of being. The power of this exercise lies in the authenticity of your belief. The moment you truly feel that it's done, your subconscious accepts it as truth. And once your subconscious accepts it, your outer reality can't help but follow suit. The more you practice this exercise, the stronger the connection between your internal world and your external circumstances becomes. You'll start to notice small shifts, opportunities, and synchronicities appearing out of nowhere. They've always been there, but now you're in alignment to see them. The beauty of this process is that it doesn't take hours of work. It doesn't require struggle or hardship. It simply requires one moment of complete belief. This is the power of feeling your desire as already complete. When you've mastered this, nothing is too far out of reach. Because, when you truly believe it's already yours, the universe has no choice but to make it real. Have you ever felt that instant shift within you, like a weight being lifted, when you truly believe something is already yours? That feeling isn't just emotion, it's proof. It's the universe signaling that your state of being has changed, and reality is already catching up with you. This isn't wishful thinking, it's the natural law of creation in action. The moment you shift from wanting something to already possessing it, everything around you begins to reflect that new reality. You might not see it physically right away, but the inner transformation is undeniable. That emotional shift, the lightness, the peace, the calmness that washes over you, is the evidence that your belief has penetrated deeply enough to shift your state. And that state, in turn, starts to mold your outer world. This emotional shift is a sign that you've moved from a place of longing to a place of knowing. The difference between I want and I have is vast. Wanting keeps you in a state of lack, a place of desire that is never fully satisfied. But when you know that it's already done, when you embrace the emotional reality of having it, that's when the universe begins to align everything in your favor. Take a moment to reflect. Think back to a time when you truly believed you were going to achieve something. It could have been a goal, a relationship, or even a personal transformation. When you believed it wholeheartedly, did you notice that your emotions changed? Maybe you felt more confident, more at ease, or lighter in your energy. That shift wasn't just a fleeting moment. It was the confirmation that your consciousness had adjusted, and the universe had no choice but to follow suit. When you feel that shift, you're not just playing with emotions. You're aligning with the state of having, not the state of wanting. And once that alignment occurs, your world begins to reflect that new truth. The trick is recognizing that the emotional change is the first signal. If you're feeling lighter, calmer, and more peaceful, it means you've already made the mental and emotional shift to receiving what you desire. You've entered the state of the wish fulfilled, and now your outer reality will move to meet you. This emotional proof is more than just feeling good for a moment. It's the catalyst for real, tangible change. Once your emotions align with your desired outcome, everything begins to rearrange itself. Opportunities, people, and circumstances start falling into place effortlessly. And it happens because the universe responds to your emotional state. Your vibration is the key, and once you tune it to the frequency of having, your world has no choice but to align with it. So, the next time you feel that emotional shift, when you feel lighter, more confident, or at peace, understand that you've just completed the most important step. You've shifted into the state of having, and everything around you is already rearranging to match that new reality. Trust that the emotional proof you feel is the first sign of manifestation. The universe is responding, and it's just a matter of time before you see the evidence in your physical world. Imagine living a life where worry doesn't control you, where you don't feel the need to constantly question the how or when of your desires. What would it feel like to let go of that heavy burden? To trust that everything is already in motion, aligning perfectly with your thoughts and intentions. The truth is, once you've made the decision and shifted into the state of having what you desire, the universe will follow. No need to keep asking how or when. It's already happening. It's so easy to get caught in the cycle of overthinking, right? We wonder if we're doing enough, if the right steps are being taken, if we're taking the right actions at the right time. We chase after the answers, trying to figure out how to make it all work. But the real secret is understanding that this endless search for control and certainty is what creates stress, not the lack of it. The moment you step into the belief that what you want is already yours, that's when the real magic begins. When you've accepted that your desire is already fulfilled, there's no need to worry about timing. Time, in its essence, is nothing but a construct of the mind. In the realm of consciousness, there is only the present moment. The how and when become irrelevant because the feeling of already having what you want is the catalyst for everything else. When you fully embrace this shift, there's no more need to wait for something to appear. It's already been manifested within you, and now the world simply has to catch up. If you've ever felt the intense urge to push, to force things to happen, you've probably also felt the strain that comes with it. The anxiety, the frustration, the doubt. It's exhausting. But what if you could release all of that? What if you could simply let go and trust that it is done? That everything you've worked for, everything you've imagined, is already on its way to you? The key to this freedom is knowing that once you've aligned your thoughts and feelings with your desires, the universe will take care of the rest. The truth is, once you've made that internal shift, there's no turning back. Reality begins to adjust itself to match your new state. You don't need to obsess over when the changes will show up or how they will unfold. The universe is always responding to your vibration, and when your belief is strong enough, it responds instantly. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about fully embracing the moment you're in, knowing that you are already aligned with the life you want. Let go of the need to control the timing. The world doesn't need your constant effort or your worrying. The moment you stop trying to force things, that's when everything flows effortlessly into place. Trust that what you've already created in your mind is more than enough. Let the universe handle the rest, and you'll find that the answers, opportunities, and manifestations you've been waiting for will begin to show up in perfect timing. The moment you make that shift, the universe begins to rearrange itself. It starts with you, your energy, your vibration, your belief. But now comes the exciting part, watching the results unfold. It's not magic, it's not a coincidence. This is how reality works. Once you've truly embraced that feeling of having what you desire, the world starts to respond in ways you might not immediately understand. You'll notice subtle signs at first. Maybe a conversation will pop up that aligns perfectly with your goal, or you'll encounter a new opportunity seemingly out of nowhere. At first, it might seem like a coincidence, but deep down, you'll know, it's the bridge forming to bring your manifestation into reality. It's easy to get impatient and wonder, when will it happen? The key is to stop focusing on the how or when and trust that the universe is working behind the scenes. Once you've shifted your state, everything begins to fall into place. The people, the circumstances, and the opportunities you need to reach your goal will appear. It's like you've activated a force field of possibilities, and now it's just a matter of watching it all come together. But here's the catch. Don't wait around desperately looking for signs. Instead, stay in the energy of knowing it's already done. Trust the process. As you maintain your alignment with the feeling of fulfillment, your actions will naturally lead you in the right direction. It's not about forcing anything, it's about allowing it to unfold organically. The more you relax into this knowing, the quicker you'll see the results show up in your life. And the results? They can sometimes appear in unexpected ways. You might think it will come through one door, but it shows up through another. Maybe it's not exactly what you imagined, but it's even better than you could have planned. The universe knows the best way to deliver your desires, and it will work in ways you might not expect. Stay open, and you'll be amazed at how everything starts to align with your vision. People around you might start to notice changes too. You'll feel lighter, more peaceful, and more confident in every step you take. That energy you're radiating is contagious, and it draws the right people and circumstances into your life. Your manifestations are no longer something you're waiting for, they're becoming part of your reality. The signs will be all around you. Pay attention to them. The universe communicates in ways you might not always notice at first glance, but when you do, it will be like you've unlocked a secret code. Trust the process, and know that your manifestation is already on its way, even if it hasn't fully materialized yet. In the end, it all comes down to this. The moment you shift your state, reality begins to rearrange itself. So sit back, relax, and watch as your desires start to unfold in ways that feel effortless and inevitable. When you truly believe, the world can't help but reflect that belief back to you in stunning ways.